thing. Just a second. It's not receiving enough video. Why are my frame rates so bad? My frame rates are not usually this bad. I'm dropping frames at 50%. Is this a horrible time to be on the internet? It could be. And now it's okay. Okay, fine. Whatever. Let me try to pull this out and get it out of the way of what I'm working on here. Alright. So, I know that I said yesterday that I would give it the 3 days, the Game Jam team, I would give them the 3 days to kind of hang out and feel things out and figure out what's going on, as far as that. And a couple things happened. One was laundry day. What's with my frame rates? What is with my frame rates? They are not usually this awful. I don't have anything else running. I got my YouTube stuff. And I just have this. I don't know, maybe it's just the internet, maybe it's just the time of day. I don't usually stream this early, but my daughter fell asleep on the way home from laundry day. So, hey, I'm streaming while the sun is up. She might wake up. Those are the neighbors. She might wake up at some point and be up till like 2 a.m. So I need to capitalize on what time I have while she's sleeping. So anyway. It was laundry day, and we went up to my mom's to get some laundry done. And I'll try to work on this and get some stuff going on it while I have it. I mean, that should be big enough, I would think. So, I was thinking about my game. I was thinking about the decision to leave the group, and what that would really mean for my game. And where is, this is my player start. Come here, player start, go up. And I mean, yeah, that should be fine. Because I'm thinking about, like, I have a building. Let me try to get this in my head. So, some of the messages came to the group of like, okay, this person had an idea for a story, and it wasn't a bad story. But I wasn't really inspired by the story. I would have went along with it if that was what the team wanted to do, which was fine. But then, you know, this one person that was trying to run the group was saying something like, well, we need to figure out the gameplay before we figure out the story. And that was kind of like off to me. That's not really a decision that I agree with. I think that, you know, gameplay and story go tandem. They go hand in hand. So yeah, if the farmhouse is here, and the other side of the farmhouse is over, the other side of the farm is over there. That's about the distance. I mean, even right here is about the distance that would be fine for a farmhouse and a garage, and I can build the mountains up like I usually do, and there's enough space there for a cornfield. So yeah, I need to block it out, which is what I'm doing today. So there was that kind of, oh, we need to figure out the gameplay before we figure out the story, and it's like, no, that's kind of a tandem. It's kind of a tandem thing. That's something that, you know, you can do together so that the story is cohesive. And this is the same person that was kind of like, well, I'm not sure if we can do this if everybody has such different time zones. So that was kind of like, and then I was discussing it with my mom, and how like I was kind of really invested on building this thing that goes along with the theme, and how like it sounded like I already made up my mind, and I agreed with that. Like, it did kind of sound like I had already made up my mind, so I decided to say, you know, thank you for inviting me to the group to join your team, but I'm really inspired to build this other thing, which I am. Like, this is gonna go along with the other. Like, this is disc 1 of My Childhood Home. Like, the plan is disc 2, this is disc 1, but it can be its own standalone thing, and it goes with the theme of the jam, which is alien infiltration. Because disc 1 is aliens, disc 2 is monsters, disc 3 is ghosts. So, yeah. So, I decided, you know, I wrote up a bit of what I wanted to do as far as like the puzzles and the mechanics and stuff. There's a lot I have to learn still, like cutscenes and having a UFO fly across the sky and crash into the ground, and how it would make that happen. But the flip side of that is I have 40 days. I haven't, you know, had a jam that was longer than 2 weeks yet. So it's gonna be interesting, and then hopefully I can carry over some of the stuff that I learned to the game that I was building this week, My Childhood Home Disc 2. Get rid of these cubes, get rid of the cubes, get rid of the ramp. This is all landscape. That's that floor. Those are my 2 white cubes over there. Delete. So it's just the lighting. These 2 cubes. It looks like there's nothing in the playground. The landscape. What's this? What is block? Aha! Okay, so I got the lighting, I got the cubes, I got the landscape, I got the player start, and I have that. Okay. Okay, so now I can kind of start blocking out these things. I want to see about their sides, because this is like a 2-story foreign building, and this is like an old garage, and I'm kind of building this off of the memory that I had as a 3-year-old. Like I haven't been to this place for a really, really long time, so it is very, 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 very loosely based on a real life place. So I'm kind of blocking out stuff, trying to get a feel for the placement. And scale. Maybe a little bit off the ground. It's a bus. Like, yeah. I don't know where he got him or why he had them. I want to current camera location, please. It could be a little bit higher. I just need to make sure that I can get into, or it can be sunk into the ground. That's kind of bus sized. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. My dad would have buses, and he might have gotten them from like a deal. Like his friend gave him a deal. Lots of friends. He had lots of friends in the town that I grew up in. So there's bus. There's bus. There's house. That might need to be a little bit taller. Yeah. If I imagine it sliced in half with a ceiling, and the stairs go up to the 2nd floor, probably wider. Scale. Something more like that, maybe. And then there's details to it, like the stairs would be here. I think there was an overhang and like tree. I mean, I know there was a tree. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it might be a little bit wide, but I think that'll be fine. As far as scale, I might make this longer. Like, I'm thinking garage type, workshop type thing. Like, there would be 2 doors here that cars can go into. Hello? I don't know you. You're a random phone number from Arizona. And it's election season, so I'm not gonna answer that shit. Okay, yeah. So, door here, that's locked. And I'm thinking of making a key ring. So, like, one of the things is going to be, there's a key in here that the player needs to get to be able to open this up. And yeah, I need to design it a little bit more. But I think that'll come as like I work on the mechanics. So the player starts in the bedroom, pick up a flashlight, go down the stairs. There's batteries and health. I don't think I'll have sanity in this because the aliens crashed in, so the power's out. I might need to find a different thing for saving. As far as that, I don't know, maybe I make the bus a hub. Or maybe I could probably use a comic book to save. That might work. Like, instead of it being PlayStation based, because it's aliens, it could be like old sci-fi comic book based, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like, that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw that theme, was Invasion of the Body Snatchers, alien infiltration. So the next area, there's a house and the garage type thing, and then over here on the other side of the farm is like, there was like the areas where the cows would go, like inside for the night. I don't remember us actually having cows, but that area still existed. Like, I'm not sure if the farm was rented by my family or what the whole setup for that was, but I know that we were using it to make relish. So there was a door here, and this would kind of be like where the cows, where the cows hang out, where the hay went. I think there was actually like an actual old style barn in the back where the hay went, so I might be able to utilize that. And then there was like this production room where my parents would prepare fruits and vegetables as relishes and chutneys to be sold at specialty stores. So that's kind of where I want some of the puzzle options. Like, I can put the gardening area back here a bit, and then take this. And there was a little short bus. Like I said, my dad had buses. I don't know why he had buses. I don't know where he got the buses, but he had buses. And one of them was turned into a greenhouse. I would run up and down, that needs to be smaller. I would run up and down between the seats, and there would be little plants growing between the seats. But there's something that the player needs to pick up from here. I think it was a battery. Like, so the story of it is the main character wakes up. I guess it would be like in the middle of the night, and their parents are gone. Their siblings are gone, everybody's gone. And so the door is locked from the inside, so they grab the flashlight and they go to check the garage, which is where the father usually works, hangs out, tinkers, like that's where he exists. Now, to get there, they need to get the key from the bus, which is kind of like an office space, really. Like lots of little tchotchkes and stuff in there. So they get the key from the bus. They open up the garage. They go into the garage, and then there's this older TV that's producing a staticky broadcast that's saying, strange creatures are showing up, and they are taking people, but the military is kind of doing their best to figure out what is going on. So if you feel like you're in danger, come down to the military base. So what I train of thought. Chugga chugga choo choo. So the idea to escape is that, okay, and the parents aren't around. Usually they don't let this kind of younger, not preteen, but like probably maybe 15, 16, just about learner's permit age drive. But this is an emergency, so they need to use this car that their father had been working on to get out of there. It needs gas, it's missing a battery, and the keys are somewhere on the property. And so just as they're figuring that out, I'll probably have a chase scene coming out of here with the alien, or one of the aliens, to kind of introduce that idea. And then what I'd like is I would like to have this cut scene type thing where this UFO flies across the sky and crashes into the cow pasture over in that direction. So I don't know how I am going to do that yet. This will be my UFO. And that is just something that I'm going to have to try to learn in the next 40 days. Here we go. UFO. I'll stick you right over here. Crashed into the ground. Okay, so what I was talking about was the greenhouse over here. That's gonna have the battery because it's jerry-rigged to some kind of strange sprinkler system that the father has manufactured in his laboratory garage space. And let's see, I'm going to grab another cube, get tall, get thin, maybe not that tall, yeah, no, not that tall. And I'm going to put in the back here, there's like this cornfield. Do you really want to know what's going on out there? And the cornfield is going to have one of the like signs, like, yeah, how cornfields used to be on the news for having weird alien signs in them, and people said it was a hoax, and then people said it wasn't a hoax, and But I'm gonna have one of those patterns in here, in like this cornfield maze. I've done a cornfield maze before. Um, I have a cornfield texture already, and I think it fits. I think it fits good into the story. So, they have to get the key for the gate from this area, and there are, let's see, if this is going to have a door here, and then this back space is going to be open, but it's going to be open to like a manure pit, like all the shit gets shoveled down in there. But this is going to be like aliens patrolling it, and like amnesia monsters. You kind of have to get in here, hide, run away, use the shadows to your advantage. It might need to be bigger. Let me see. Yeah, that's not a very big space to run around. Maybe if I put like an actual barn. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Like maybe make this triple, and then put like an actual barn for like hay and stuff. That might have existed. I don't remember. I just 3. So at that's the cornfield, where you would go into the cornfield to find a tractor, and close to the tractor is a gas can. So this is battery. Get the battery for the car. Over here is gas can. Get the gas can for the car. So what I need is to figure out where the key is gonna be, whether I put that back on the inside of here, and maybe have an alien in here that's, you know, infiltrated the safe space. That might be the way to go. Or the car key is here, or it could be in the garage workshop. I think I like it in here better, where there's an alien and you kind of have to. I wasn't gonna do a downstairs, I was just gonna do an upstairs, but maybe I make a back end stairwell that goes down and put an alien up in here. Yeah, I think that'll work. So the key will be in there. The gas can will be in the cornfield by a tractor, and the battery will be in the greenhouse, which is there. And you know, that'll be it. It's not a very long game, but I think that that's like enough for me. And then I can get it polished up nicely. I can get the mechanics to be really good, because I think this will probably be the most complex AI. and then I'll need to model the monster. I'll need to model the aliens, and I'll need to basically model anything that I need. But I think, let me just look at the size again. This is the farmhouse, a hill, and a driveway. The car will have to align with the driveway, and I will have to do like a little bit of, I won't have to do so much with the driving mechanics of the car. Is like as soon as you get in the car, I guess that would be the end of the game. Once the car has the battery and the gas and the keys, like that'll be the end of the game. And then I'll have to learn how to trigger like an automatic scene where the car drives itself, runs through some aliens, bashes into the gate, and then the screen goes black and there's like a little message from the player as far as what the end of the game actually is. I mean, that fence is too high, but that's fine for now. And then what I want to do is I want to get an idea of the boundaries where the player can go, where the player can't go. And then I can start building the landscape. I want, yeah, pull that out. This will kind of be farm pasture. There's a lot of space over here. I might need to move everything a little bit. But I can do farm pasture. Okay, so yeah, like this was a road, and then there was a little hill that dipped down, and then it was farm pasture. Cow pasture. Yeah, I can move it over just a little bit so that I can have more room for the cornfield back there. But the size of the landscape isn't too bad right now. I think that'll work pretty well. I had this blocked off. I need to be careful with the buttons on my mouse. I need to utilize the buttons on my mouse. I need to do the bookmark stuff. I might not even need to be that far out. If I look at the basic playable area of the game, that puts it a lot more center. So I have a lot more space to play with like the mountains and stuff. There should be plenty of room for the cornfield. Whee! Not the post-processing volume. Because what it's gonna do. Doesn't have to be that big. It can extend quite a bit more, which actually I like that. And then maybe pull this in just about there. So what is that? Yeah, that's a decent sized cornfield. It's large, but not frustratingly complicatedly large. Yeah, get lost in the cornfield, but don't spend your entire game in the cornfield. To find one can of gas. Okay. Yeah, and then this will just be like the horse pasture where the UFO crashed in there. I like this cool thing. Hopefully I can make it cool. So what I need to do is start thinking about getting some terrain. Because I am very much, I don't want you to see the edge of my world. I do not want you to see the edge of my world. And I might also put in those planes. This is like very high. There's a road here that goes up to the town. So this could be up. Yeah, I might put in those planes with the mountains, the same ones that I used for the plant. Just to give it a nice big feel. Over here because it's not worked land that's out here. That can be a little bit flatter. So what is actually going on here? Road kind of dips and it puts the house up on a hill. So I'm going to take this down a little bit. But not that much. Instead of it being like super maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way. The house was up on a hill. Maybe I'll carve this out instead. Because this was definitely lower pastury. Cows go down. Build it up a little bit more. Look. Not that much. That'll work. That'll work. And then this can come up a little bit. Let the cows go out here and then down. Big. Really big spaceship. Crash. Crash. Okay. How's that looking? Yeah, I want to add some depth to this. Not a whole lot. But I don't like it being flat. Maybe turn it down to 1. I can flatten it. Slightest bit. Because nothing's really going to be back here. Just add some little bumpies. Make it a ditch. I could make it a ditch. This wall here will either be gone or it'll be replaced by like a wonky little fence to stop people from going into the ditch. I want to add some organic shapes to this dirt. Just kind of make a roadie type thing. Flatten out. Snap out. Want some bumps. He's making bumps. Okay, yeah, it's put little bits. Which is good. Bits. That really didn't take too long to block out. It's a start. It's a start. So I'm gonna kind of take this scale top. I can, but it looks awful. I need landscape material. I don't have anything for that yet. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's what I want. Because I got the basic scale of the shapes. I can use this and build the floor plans for the buildings and the maze. can't use that as much. But that'll be fine. And I think as far as day one goes, this is not a bad start. I can pace myself. I have 40 days. I will need to figure out something about that. Let me look at that. This is a person. Okay, that might be where like the panels for the mountains can intersect. Road. I have some fence. There's some fence along here. Okay, that was my cat. Okay. It's been about an hour and I need to consider the floor plan. So maybe I come back tomorrow with let's get my notes going. Let's get my notes going. Lift, because I hate this. I hate the pain that I get. I don't even hate the chair. I don't hate the chair. I don't hate sitting in the chair. I hate the pain that comes from sitting in the chair. Okay, so I have the environment blocked out, which was the first thing that I wanted to do. I have a little bit of landscaping done. I might this area out of it, flatten it out so that it's not so deep right there. Maybe a little bit deep, but not horridly deep. Re-flatten it out here so that there is a road and it makes sense. One of these. Yeah, some erosion. Some erosion on the sides. I don't like that it just drops off there, but I can fiddle with that a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. It's got a little bit of a hill here. The house might end up being bigger, but I'll see what to do with that. There's like this road place. You don't really see the edge of the world, which is good. Don't like seeing the edge of the world. There's this gap in between where maybe that's where it triggers. Like, you start in the bedroom, you get up, you get the flashlight, you go check out the garage, it's locked, okay, maybe it has a key in there. Hi! Hello. You okay? Did you fall off a thing? It sounded like you fell off a thing. Okay. So yeah, go into the garage, hear the broadcast, get chased by aliens, come out here. You have to go look at the car. The car needs a battery, a the key, and some gas. So you search the farm for these things. As the player comes over here, maybe the UFO can streak through the sky and crash the first time that the player is going from this end of the farm to that end of the farm, and like that. So UFO crash from house to barn, and that'll be the trigger for that. And so I would say probably this main area, this door is locked, but there's a way to get in through here. But as soon as you enter here, like there would be an alien right off, so you would have to go to the other end and kind of serpentine through it and dodge the aliens to get inside to here, and then come out this door. Maybe these ones over here are blocked off. To get to the greenhouse, and then maybe once you get the battery from the greenhouse, that triggers another alien thing where you have to hide in the barn for a little bit until they go away, and kind of come back out, get the key from here, and that would unlock the door here, so you could come out and unlock the fence for the cornfield, go through the cornfield, get the gas can, and once you have the gas can, get into the car, and that's it. That's the end of the game. So yeah, it's a little bit involved. It's not big, but there's a lot of mechanics for it that I'm gonna need to learn, like cutscenes. Faster, slower. There we go. Slower. Slow down. Okay. Alright. Go to selection mode. Pull this up. That's a little bit. There's gonna be health. There's going to need to be health, battery, and save. I'm not going to do the sanity. I might do the sanity, as I could make this bus a little hub. I could do that. Bus, hub, comic book is save and sanity. Then they have a first aid kit, because I wanted to have like similar mechanics to Disc 2, and that had the save space, that had using the PlayStation to save, and that had using the first aid kit in the bathroom to heal. So if I had the first aid kit in the bus, that's the healing. The bus is the safe space, and I can use the idea of like an old comic book for saving, and I guess the bus itself would restore sanity like the apartment safe space restores sanity. So yeah, bus will be hub, safe space. Okay, so what I need next, what I plan to get on for tomorrow, my list of stuff I need: landscape material, I need a floor plan for the buildings so I can start using the geometry tool to build them. So I need floor plan, I need wall and door measurements. I need landscape material, I need floor plan, I need wall and door measurements so that I can build some of the buildings. And what I might do then is implement the POV switch. Which I've done before. I basically need to make notes of all the blueprints that I had before and get them into here. So yeah, I think that'll be a good start for day 2, is the landscape material, build the geometry with floor plans, and do the POV switch. So that'll be stuff that I can kind of research and pull together during the day so I can bring it to the stream at night. And yeah, I think that's a good start for day 1, and it's been an hour. It's Friday. I would like to breathe. And I do have to kind of anticipate that my daughter is going to get up in the middle of the night. So, if you stop by, thanks for checking in. If you're watching this on Bond, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will have, I want to say I'll have more tomorrow, because it feels like every time I make plans, they get tossed to the wind. So I'll see you next time. Save all my stuff, and yeah, have a good night. Bye.